This is hands down the most powerful and transformational personal development hack that literally no one is talking about.
Can't be contained.
That's what I'm talking about. I remember being in my 500 square foot apartment in Vancouver, Canada. And it was one of those nights where I came home from the restaurant smelling exhausted. My feet were sore. I dropped my bags down. And something that I would do after those shifts is I would do a little bit of personal development because I didn't want to go to bed. This is so funny actually telling this story. I didn't want to go to bed and have my mind have the restaurant in my awareness as I went to bed. And my logic behind that was, if the last thing that I think of, if the last thing that's in my awareness and in my body and in my nervous system is the hustle of the restaurant and how much I hate it and how tired I am and all of that kind of stuff, then it's going to imprint my sleep as I'm sleeping. So every single night when I would get home, even if it was 2:30, I remember the walk from where the restaurant was to where I lived was probably 7 minutes. And I remember always walking home with a steak knife because I was terrified that someone was going to kidnap me. So I was walk home with a steak knife. So then I would get into my apartment and I put the steak knife down. I moved out of that place. I have 95 steak knives. I'm really sorry, the Keg in Yaletown. If you're wondering where all your steak knives are, they're at my old house. So I would get home and I would do a little bit of personal development work, whether it was reading a personal development book or doing a little bit of journaling or working on my vision or whatever it was. And so when I went to bed, that was the last thing that I did, that I focused on. And by the way, you guys, I still do this shit. It just looks different now. My whole day is personal development and my whole day is doing things that I absolutely love. But at night, what I really focus on is taking that last 30 minutes or whatever, shutting everything off, shutting the tech off, putting candlelight on, really creating a beautiful ambiance and being intentional about, I'm going into this second life called dream life. What do I want my dream life to remember? And how do I want to set myself up for success that half an hour before I go to bed? So I remember doing this every single night and working on my vision and working on my energy and working on my personal development and spiritual development and all of that. And it's something that I still do now because of this concept I'm going to talk about called energetic configuration, meaning 24 freaking 7. Your energy is configuring to what you believe to be true about you, right? We talk a lot about identity work and shifting our beliefs, shifting our identity. And I want you to take it deeper into the body because the body is configuring to the energetic identities that we have 24/7. So when you go to bed at night, if the thoughts in your mind are, I'm not good enough, I can't do this, it's too hard, I'll never make that amount of money, why am I not there yet, then that's the question that your body on autopilot is finding answers for. And so it's so important that we create an opportunity for us to energetically configure to a better question. Energetically configure to a different, brand new identity. What are the identities that you have on yourself right now? And how are those identities actually cultivating and creating your entire life? Right? There's no way that I would be where I am today if I didn't consciously choose to shift my identities years before I landed here. That's the only reason why this time, space, reality exists right now. And I'm able to manifest and have and create and build the things that are here is because I was so intentional about energetically configuring my nervous system, my thoughts, my energy to this reality. Right? It's not about fake it till you make it. It's about embodying it. It's not about fake it till you make it. It's embody it until you become it. Because this shit works 24/7. And so if you have all of these archaic beliefs about you, like, I can't do it, everyone's doing it, I'm not talented enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not successful enough, if those are genuinely the beliefs you have about yourself, you're creating that even when you're not thinking that. It's in there. And so if those are the foundational programs that are playing and shooting off that energy 24/7, and then in your conscious mind, you're like, I'm going to go to work. I'm going to work really hard over here. I'm going to do this over here. But the energetic come from is something opposite of that, then you're going to have resistance, and resistance creates stagnation, and stagnation creates no results. And then you're going to wake up and go, I'm doing all of the things, but why am I not feeling it? Why is it not manifested? Why is it not here yet? And so energetic configuration is you choosing what you desire to be, who you desire to step into, like claiming that identity 100% and not letting even a fraction of anything else get in the way of that. It's an undeniable 100%, like, this is who I am and this is who I'm becoming. And so today, now, what is this? 2023. I'm thinking about my life in 3 years from now, right? Who do I want to be in 2026? What version of the founder of Pause do I need to embody now in order to have the dreams and the visions and the things manifest in my reality? Because I know I am the one creating this whole thing. Just like you are the one creating your whole thing. Energy is responsible for everything. And so how can we clean up the competing energetic agreements within your body so that we can have more flow, so that we can have more coherence, so that things happen quicker with more ease? That's the whole vibe. And we got to be so freaking honest with ourselves. We can't skip over the fact that we have these like gaping holes of beliefs. Like, we have to actually transmute it. We have to actually go into it and feel the fact that this is here for us to break through it and shift it into another configuration. Because again, if there's competing agreements, it's going to create resistance. That resistance is going to create stagnation. That stagnation is going to keep you stuck. And then you're going to be like, where is the results? Where's the money? Where's the clients? Where's the man? Where's the woman? Where's the shit? Breath work, obviously, is such a catalyst for this because it's beyond the mind. Sometimes these energetic identities that we're holding in our body are so beyond our conscious mind. And when we do breath work and we use our breath to release our mind, to get into our bodies, to open up our hearts, we find so much content in our bodies. Like, holy fuck, I didn't know I believed that about myself. I didn't know I had this terrible archaic belief that's not even mine. It was some belief that someone else gave me. And when we do the work to get into our bodies and clean it out and clear it out and let it go and let it go and let it go, then we can actually choose the energetic identity that we want to be in. We want to be, what is that? And that's the thing, like, this is the biggest thing when it comes to growth and evolution and building and creating and being the creator, the innovator, the expander of your experience. Like, you truly get to be, have, do anything that you want. Truly. Like, it's crazy. The potential you have in your body is actually insane. And the only thing getting in the way is you. The only thing getting in the way is you. Every single person came here with a soul curriculum, right? We were up floating somewhere and we're like, I'm going to go to planet Earth and I'm going to do some shit. And you were like so confident and so ready, like, let's fuck go. And you like, boom, you like jump in like a meat suit and you're like here. And then for the first couple of years, you're like, yeah, this is what I'm going to do. This is my mission. And then you fucking forget. And then life gets lifey. And then you identify more with your humanness and less with your soul. And then you're just confused and you're like, why am I even here? What is the point? Because we've forgotten. And so this practice of remembering, this practice of actually choosing what we're all about. And for me, it's an easy process for me. I go into the vision of the future, right? I'm like, okay, boom, 3 years from now, what am I doing? What's happening? Right. And I like really feel into, okay, the Pause Academy, like, dang, what are we doing there? And I'm visualizing, I'm feeling like the thousands of breathwork facilitators in so many different countries. And there's a pause breathwork experience happening 24/7. Like hundreds of people are being breathed simultaneously all around the world. Like I'm feeling into this. I'm feeling into like the team and what that's going to be in 3 years from now, like the leadership team and the mentors and who's running marketing and and blah, 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 blah. And then I'm thinking about this show and like all of the fun things and all of the fun guests. And then I'm thinking about the app and the hundreds of thousands of people who are on the Pause Breathwork app, breathing, clearing, doing their thing every single day. And then I get to ask myself, okay, the only reason I'm not there yet, hear me out. The only reason I'm not there yet is because something is happening here that's not allowing that to happen. There's still a resistance. Maybe there's a deep belief somewhere in there that's like, I don't think you're going to be able to handle that, Sam. Or there's a feeling of, ooh, but what if this happens? All of that is so normal. But it's my responsibility in order to have my soul curriculum be in its full essence and be felt by the world and do the work that I know I'm here to do. It's up to me to clear out these energetic identities so that 24/7, my body is actually configuring to the energetic identity that is congruent with where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? Are you picking up what I'm throwing down? So when I do this energy shift, this identity shift on myself 24/7, blah. So when I take intentional time, and again, the half an hour before bed, because then you like go to bed and dreams are amazing and dreams are so cool. Like we can literally program our dreams. That's a conversation for another episode, but I will do that one, I promise. But that half an hour before bed is really allowing yourself to choose the energetic identity that you want to go to bed in so that your nervous system, your body, your energy can configure to that 24/7 without you even doing any of the heavy lifting. The heavy lifting is done in the intentionality of that time and space, creating ritual, creating ceremony, whatever you want to do half an hour before bed, right? For me, it's like turn on all the low lights and put the candles on and put the incense on and put like the beautiful music on. And I take time and I vision and I feel and I think and I grow. And I'm like grateful for everything that is here. But then I'm like, okay, who do I get to be? Who do I get to be in order for that vision in 3 years from now to come into fruition? This is the energetic identity that I'm choosing to live in and breathe in and be in today. So that my nervous system's just like, of course you have $100 million company. Of course you're helping thousands of people. Of course there's hundreds of thousands of people on your Pause Breathwork app, breathing of course, like that's a no-brainer. And then I don't get tripped up on these goals being, oh, it's too much. And there's no question. It's already done. It's already done. It's already done. And so again, you guys, today is a manifestation of the work that I did 3 years ago. I didn't wake up and I was like, oh, wow, look at all this. Like my goals are not a surprise to me. Like things happen in my world. I'm like, okay, yes, this makes sense because I already did it. Like I convinced myself that it's already done. During that time when I was working in the restaurant and I would come home, and during that time period, I would also act as if it was already done. Like I would go test drive cars that I couldn't afford. I would go view homes that I couldn't afford. I would get myself I would go to Whole Foods and just like, I'm like, yeah, I belong in here. I can afford anything in here. I'm not even going to look at the price. That wasn't true, but I wanted to convince my nervous system and my body because I knew that is where I was going. I knew that was the cut. That was the next chapter of this ride. And so ask yourself now in this moment, what's the next chapter of your ride? Think about your world 3 years from today. Like, so much can happen. When people join my life mastermind, this is one of the exercises. Like, what is your vision? What is your, like, so much can happen in 3 years. Like, if you took your life so seriously now, and when I say seriously, I don't mean be serious, because I'm not serious. And in fact, I think creating seriousness in personal development, like, it's got to go. We got to have a little bit more fun and play with it. But like, take it seriously. Don't be serious about it, but take it seriously. Are you picking up what I'm throwing down? Because it makes sense in my head. John, does that make sense? Okay, he's saying yes. So hopefully you guys get it too. If you start that today, you will wake up in a reality 3 years from today and you're like, I can't even believe like, how the hell did this happen? And the truth is you created it. Moment by moment, breath by breath. We didn't have sloppy thoughts. We redirected those thoughts back into empowering thoughts. We felt that in our body, right? Energetic identities is not just about mindset work. I'm amazing. I'm a millionaire. I can. No, it's about the belief, the embodied belief of who you are moment by moment. It's done. There's no part of my body that's in question. It's like, yeah, of course, this is already done. Now we just get to like play and go along the motions because the hard work's already done. I already laid the path. I laid the freaking energetic path. Now I just get to walk on that path moment by moment, breath by breath. All right, you guys, I hope this has been so freaking helpful for you. I love you. This was such a game changer for me, and I know it's going to be a game changer for you as well. If you feel like this episode is really going to support someone that you love in your life, it would mean the world to me if you would send it over to them, spread the love, share this podcast, let them know that you had a takeaway from this and they should probably listen to it too. My intention is to bring this show to as many people all around the world so we can thrive, so we can be uncontained, so we can live lives that are just so fucking fun and enjoyable and exciting, because I truly believe that every single person on this planet deserves to thrive and live out that soul curriculum that we all came here to do. The better it gets, 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 the better it gets. I love you guys so much. Have an amazing rest of your Wednesday. If you're not yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe, rate the show. I love you so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Can't be contained.